Yo, man, thanks for tuning in. I am Brandon Lejeune, host of the Devy Deep Dive podcast, as well as creator of the Devy Dashboard. Thanks for tuning in to this rookie film profile show of one of my favorite receivers going to the draft, Mr. Wan'dale Robinson, Kentucky wide receiver. So we're going to talk about his stats. We're going to talk about his analytical profile. We're going to actually get into some film work. It's going to be great. It's going to give you an overview of everything that you need to know about Wan'dale Robinson as he goes to the NFL draft. One of the receivers I'm really excited about. So if you really like this video and you've seen other videos on this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Help me grow, man. Just, hit that notification button. I'm going to be putting rookie profile films just like this one out all for the next 2.5 months as we lead up to the rookie draft. I did my top 10 wide receivers show. I did a top 10 running back show. So that is all on the channel too. So please hit subscribe, and got a lot of great Devy and C2C content coming your way. All right, so let's get right to it, man. Let's talk about Mr. Wan'dale Robinson. He is one of my favorite receivers going into the draft, right? I knew about this kid when he came out of high school in 2019. He was a 4-star prospect. And he was actually the #1 all-purpose back on the 24/7 rankings, right? So he played a lot of running back, okay, coming out of high school. First 2 years, he went to Nebraska. Wasn't so great there, and why would he be? You're in Nebraska for a running back, for a wide receiver. Not the best place to go to showcase your skills, right? So he went to Kentucky, and he had a great season, all right? And so he transferred, and as I've said many times, situation matters. Played with Will Lewis, who came from Penn State as his quarterback, and these two guys just were on the same page all year. All right, so he's 5'11", 185 pounds. He's going to be 21 years old come April for the draft. But you can see here he has gotten better receiving stats throughout his 3-year career. In 2021, he had 94 receptions, over 1,100 yards, and 12.4 average with 7 TDs with a long pass play of 79 yards. So I think you're going to see that actually on the film that we're going to be taking a look at here shortly. But as far as a market share standpoint, he had a 43% receiving market share, which is excellent. Offensive total output, he had 23%. In touchdowns, he was 30% as well. So, his additional stats, like his completion percentage was fantastic, 73%. Guy's got some sticky hands. We're going to see his ball skills here shortly when we watch the film. Average on a yak ability. This dude is a yak monster, 5.8. I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be more than that. But when I looked at these stats, plugging these in actually before, after I watched the film, I actually thought it was going to be a little more than that. But nonetheless, now he played 70% out of the slot versus 29% out wide. So he's got a little versatility to him, but I see him as a slot role kind of receiver at the NFL. So his strengths and weaknesses before we get to his film, he's a space creator, man. This kid is a space creator. We're going to see that when we watch his film. He's got awesome body control, really good adjustment to the ball at the high catch point. You're going to see that on his film here in a minute or two. And he's got the physical skills that I love out of a running or a wide receiver, man. There's 2 things I've always said about making it to the NFL, right? All the receivers that we've scouted over the years that we never see on our dynasty rosters, you either need to create space or you need the physicality and toughness to play with the big boys in the NFL. I think this guy's got both, so I got some really good high hopes for him. Doesn't have the breakaway speed, although he claims he runs under a 4.4. He's going to be limited to the slot at the NFL level. Slight weakness, not a lot. Man, we have a lot of guys on our roster right now who are slot guys who are producing in our dynasty championships. So not really too much worried about that. And he really didn't contribute in special teams. Year 1 at Nebraska, he did a little kickoff return, but coming to Kentucky, he wasn't involved in really of the special teams. So maybe a little bit of a knock that he's not a dual use guy coming, from an NFL scout standpoint, but not, super worrisome either. So before we get to the film grind, we are going to talk to Mr. Britt Sanders and get into his analytical profile. Then I'll meet you back in the film room.
Hey, Brandon, thank you so much for letting me talk about Wan'dale Robinson and his metrics. All I can say is I am impressed. All right, so first of all, he's an early declare, which shows me that he is going to be in the higher bracket and threshold for being a hit in the NFL. And all that means is that you declare your junior year and you declare earlier than everyone else. All right. The players that declare early have a much higher likelihood of being successful on your fantasy teams than if they don't. He also had an elite breakout, which means that he broke out with a dominator rating above 30%. I want to say His junior year, it was around 42%. And now he broke out his junior year, his age 20 season. But if you're going to adjust the breakout year for competition, it actually pushes it down to 19, which is another good thing and another check mark that he hits on the list. He has a career dominator rating of 36.77. He has a weighted dominator rating of 40.57, which shows me that his career success wasn't only reliant on touchdowns. He was able to amass a good chunk of yards each year, which shows because he had a really good efficiency rating. His yards per team pass attempt, his breakout year was 3.44. And I strongly believe that's probably going to put him in the top 5 for this wide receiver class when it comes to efficiency, something I'm really excited about and something I believe strongly in, and the way that it is predicted for the NFL. Now, his BMI is fine. It's not super high. It's not super low. It's not going to be something that's going to make me concerned for him in his prospect profile. Neither is his height adjusted speed score. He turns out more than fine. He had a 98.67 height adjusted speed score, which puts his 40 time around 4.37. Now, I had to kind of do a bit of projecting, obviously, because they haven't ran their 40 time yet. But in 2020, the Kentucky's head coach said that Wan'dale Robinson ran a 10.30 100-meter dash, which if you use the conversion formulas, that gives him a 40 time of around 4.29. Now I added on about 8/10 of a adjustment due to hand timing and reaction speed for humans, and also the expected weight gain for him. Either way, he is going to be fast. Listen, Wan'dale Robinson is a tier 2 guy for me, all right? And he can do very little to move up my ranks personally, just as what he is, because honestly, I think he's probably going to be capped around a wide receiver 2 ceiling average for his career. What he needs not to do is just don't implode, all right? Don't do poorly in the bowl game. Don't mess up the 40 time. Don't mess up the combine. Don't do any of that stuff, all right? Knock out your interviews, and he is going to be a rock solid day 2 candidate for the NFL. And I just want to say he put up these numbers in his junior year against better competition. So I'm very excited about. People are going to knock him for being a hybrid on the field. I think that is going to be an advantage, especially if he finds the right team in the right fit. Overall, I'm looking forward to having Wan'dale Robinson on a lot of my fantasy teams.
All right, man, welcome to the film room. All right, let's get right to it. Wan'dale Robinson, first trait we are going to watch is his release and route running. Super important in the NFL, right? If you can't create space, you ain't going to make it, right? But what I really like to look for, too, is defensive manipulation, right? What are those receivers? What are their body movements before they make their break, before they make their cut? Super important, man, because they can use that to their advantage, and we're going to see that here with Wan'dale Robinson's film, all right? So here it is. We're going to get a first shot at it. Okay, we got a little bit of press coverage here. He's going to have an in-breaking route. Again, what does he do to set up this, player? Little stutter step move there, and then I'm just going to play it through, and then I'm going to go back and watch. Oh, love the physicality, man. You're going to see the word physicality come out of my mouth like 10 times during this film review. I love this kid's grit and toughness. But again, a little stutter step at the top gets his guy to pause there. That's all you need. You got to get the guy to get off platform there. Then he takes acceleration, good catch, good concentration, and then I like the physicality, the toughness, keeping the leg drive, contact balance. Good stuff there, man. Really good stuff. So here he is down at the bottom of the screen. All right, let's just run the play through. And then, again, looks like a simple outbreaking route, but let's take a look at it a little bit more, all right? So we're going to see these defenders over here, all right? And look, he is a defensive manipulator in this play, all right? So what did he do at the very top of that, okay? He looked like he was going inside. He got these 2 defenders off platform just enough. Now, look, there was a good, break right here where that defender, was taking out that defender. He was going and creating space. But nonetheless, he got those defenders, and now he's late getting to the ball for a nice, 9, 10-yard gain. So again, it's about defensive manipulation. Even in the most subtle movements, it's still important to see and take a look at that because they're going to need that in the NFL to create space. All right, here he is at the top of the screen on this particular play. All right, and he kind of goes out of view here. It's just the camera work. All right, but what I want to look at is right beforehand. Okay, he looks like he's in a blocking position. All right, so this defender is slowing down, thinking that he is going to block, that this ball's coming as like a flat route, right? But what does he do? Then he accelerates, all right, makes the nice grab, shows the athleticism here at the end of the play. all right, for a touchdown. But what was great about that, again, is what is he doing? He isn't just running a 9 route trying to get into open space, right? No, what he's doing is he is using his early body movements to create space for himself. And I like to see that in receivers. Great play there by Wan'dale. Loving how he's going into the end zone. Again, it's just another quick look. Gets the guy to bite on the blocking, and then he is off and with the good dive for the touchdown. Love this kid's athleticism too. All right. So he's going to be up here at the top of the screen. Again, not, it doesn't have press coverage right here, but nonetheless, you can see that, he does a nice in-breaking route. Again, I like the body movement. He had to go back for that catch. So not only is that a decent release, didn't show a ton of explosion, didn't have press coverage, but nonetheless, I like the ability that he showed on this play. Again, he'd stutter step, get the guy just to bite. Maybe he's going outside leverage, goes inside, and makes the ball's underthrown behind him and makes the tough grab. All right. So let's take a look at this play. Here he is right down here. And what is he doing? All right. Again, you're thinking to yourself, okay, he's wide open or whatever, right? But let's just take a deeper look at the play. What does he do? What are his movements beforehand? All right. So what is he doing? He isn't showing. He's getting this guy hung up in this traffic because he didn't give a signal that it was an out route. He could have gone an in route, out route, but he got that guy muddled. Again, if you look at it closely, all right, he looks like he's kind of, what is he going to do? This guy doesn't know what he's going to do. Uses the dirty laundry there in front. But again, subtle movements. But again, it's just the smartness that this kid has. All right. So here he is again. He's at the top of the screen right here. All right. Again, guy's not a lot of press on him, but what are his movement skills? What is he doing? All right. He get the guy to bite. He got the guy to hold up for just a little bit. And then what I like is the burst and acceleration out of the break. That's the second part of this, what I like. And then the acceleration, and the guy has no chance of catching up with him at all on that particular play. All right, so here's a really nice play here. This is the final clip of his release and route running segment of the film grind here. Here he is right here in this section. And again, he beats this guy on press coverage. Nice little stutter step, gets the separation, and then the fantastic, again, athleticism, ball skills, and hands, which we're going to look at in a minute. But again, I like his ability to stutter step, get the guy to just, pause for a second or two. Then the acceleration and burst out of the break, creating separation, man. That is nice stuff right there by Wan'dale Robinson. So, man, I give him good grades for, his release and route running. I think he's got the ability, how he's going to fare with, tight press in the NFL with the physicality. We'll have to see, but nonetheless, I think he has got. So let's take a look at his ball skills and hands. Another good trait that he has on this particular play. He's right here going across the flat, all right, but I thought he made a really good concentration grab here. Boom. Nice catch. All right, nothing special, but this is a play that I really liked. All right, he's up here at the top. He's going to run out of the screen here. All right, but he is going to make this catch, the body control, the adjustment. I mean, just look at that and the footwork here. We're going to get a close-up shot here in a minute, but the body control and the adjustment to the ball and the hands and the way he grabbed that ball was certainly impressive. Here it is again. Ball's a little behind him, goes up, makes the grab, good firm grip, and then the footwork. He's trying to get 2 in, got the 1 foot in, and man, that is some really good body control. So Wan'dale on this particular play, he is up out of the screen, but again, I liked his ability to, I like the way he got that ball and immediately turned upfield and had the concentration and the tight hands to not, most guys might have fumbled that ball. I like the way he went up and got that ball specifically. So we're going to run this one through. Again, he's out of the screen here, but I like how he caught the ball here in traffic. All right, so he's right down here in the middle of the screen. All right, just finds the zone coverage, turns around, again, in traffic, 3 or 4 guys coming down on him, gets to the ground, but again, nice snag out of the air. All right, so again, this is just another highlight shot right here. Here he is playing out of the slot. All right, and little stutter step, finds the opening, and then look at the high point grab. I mean, look at that. That is really, really good stuff right there, man. You got to just look at that one more time. All right, so a little stutter step, finds the zone coverage, boom. Just turns back his body, high points the ball. That is some really good stuff right here. All right, so here he is at the bottom of the screen. He's going to kind of go out of the screen again, but again, it is showing the body control, the hands, the ball skills, again, making the adjustment at the end of the play. I mean, again, he's, little defensive manipulation right there. He's kind of showing inside leverage there, snaps back out. Ball's, well thrown by Will Lewis, takes the ball, nice grab. Again, just great solid hands, concentration at the catch point. All of that is good stuff. So here he is at the top of the screen. All right. I'm just going to see, again, another great adjustment, little speed fly route, going to the corner, and then makes the big adjustment at the end. Again, finds it's a zone coverage, just has the speed to separate. But again, the catch and, the body control is just, he's a vertical threat. He is a vertical threat for sure. All right, so let's get to speed, all right, and yak yards, right? Super important, super important. This is what the NFL is now. It's about speed. It's about yak, getting guys in space. And this guy is that kind of player. He is not a big XY receiver, vertical. No, you're going to put this kid all over the field. We're going to see some impressive yak ability here. Here he is up at the top of the screen. Okay, and again, we're just going to watch his yak, watch his vision, watch his cutting ability, his speed. Look at that. Oof. Oh, that was good, man. And then the speed, apparently four sub speed we talked about earlier. We'll see that he gets a little caught here from behind, but the guy had the angle on him. But again, just look at the vision, look at the playmaking ability. Boom, guy there, sets this guy up. Boom, nice. I mean, that's just good stuff, man. But this is what he is. This is his playmaking ability. He is got a playmaking skill set for sure. Okay. So where is he now? Let's see. He is coming around. He is on the bottom here. All right, I'll show you here in a minute. But again, just the speed and separation. So here he is down here on the screen. Again, it's basically, it is man-to-man, it looks like, but the guy couldn't keep up with him. I mean, look at the two safeties. Watch the two safeties here, just tailing from behind like 6 or 7 yards. That's pretty impressive stuff, right? I mean, goodness, those guys, he just blew by them. All right. So, all right, let's just watch this play. All right. Again, it's just another long fly route here. He's just going down again, making the adjustment. All right. So again, let's just look at it. Here he is up here on the thing. It's just, again, no one's pressing him. It's just, he's selling maybe the curl route, but he goes deep. And then just, again, I love, the physicality. Look at the physicality that this kid brings to the table. Just look at the leg drive, the toughness. Oh, dude, that makes, as a wide receiver, I love to see that, especially a guy who's 185 pounds. That toughness is going to go a long way on him getting drafted. All right. So here he is with the ball in his hand. Again, just showing, again, his yak ability. All right. Boom. Oof. Look at that. Cuts again. Guy missed tackle. It's Vanderbilt, so that's expected, right? But nonetheless, again, just look at his, his vision. He's setting guys up beforehand, right? See the dead leg, boom. Again, he's got that ability to cut, to not lose acceleration through cuts. All right. So here he is again, getting the ball up top, the top of the screen. And again, his playmaking, I mean, just look at, again, that's all you need to do in the NFL. You can make one guy miss like that in the NFL. That's good stuff, right? That's an extra 4 or 5 yards. All right, but he sets him up outside. No, I'm going inside. Oh, and the guy just, has his laundry on the floor right there. All right. So here he is again, getting the ball in space. Again, I love the way he weaves in between. He's patient. He's got the vision. Boom. That guy misses. Guy over pursuit right here. And then again, he's got the contact bounce physicality from first contact. He gets 3 more yards on the play, 4 more yards, just, fighting through that contact. Another play here again, just look at the toughness. Just look at the speed. Look at that. I mean, it's good stuff right there. And then he scores a touchdown. Again, his ability to just make guys miss in the open field right here. Boom. He set that guy up. That's defensive manipulation. That's just not cutting. That's setting that guy up 5 yards before you actually had to make a decision on what you were going to do with this guy. Here's my favorite play. The last one of this clip. Again, look at that. What does he do, right? So let me show you again. Defensive manipulation. It's what it's about. Now, this guy right here is full bore thinking he's going sideline. And if he did go sideline, he may, in fact, have only gotten, maybe 10 more yards. What does he do? He sets him up, makes the defensive back turn his hips. And then what does he do? He gets another 40 yards. All right. Now, physicality and athleticism. All right. So I got 6 more clips here. I just wanted to show I like physical receivers, man. And Wan'dale Robinson is a tough SOB. I love, we're going to run through these really quick. But again, you're just seeing the physicality. I mean, look at that athleticism. That should have been in ball skills and hands. Just look at the grab. It's got great concentration. Then the physicality. Look at him fighting. Look at him. He gets the first down. Oh, dude, that is good stuff right there. NFL scouts are going to eat that shit up. I'm telling you. They're going to love that. All right, so here he is getting the ball again in space. And again, I just like the contact bounce, the physical toughness. He knows where that first down mark is, and he drags 3 or 4 guys, 3 or 4. Yeah, you show your muscles there, Wan'dale. All right. Again, the athleticism. That could also be in ball skills and hands, right? So he's down. It's a corner long route. It's a deep, and then again going backwards to the ball, running backwards, and then it's got the footwork, the 2 feet in. Good shit right there, man. Good shit. All right. So again, he's getting the ball in space. And I can see him being used like this in the NFL a lot, right? Just to, getting the screens again. Just like I just like this play because first he made a guy miss right here, but then again the footwork, the contact bounce, the vision, and again, just fighting for all those yards. 2 more clips here, man. All right, this one against Georgia. Yeah, come on. Look at this guy. It takes 5 of them, 4 of them to get him on the ground. Right? He had a pretty good game against Georgia, against that good competition. But look at the physicality. Look at that. That's like 5 more yards, man. Oh, great grab here. Again, I just like the adjustment. Look at the grab, the touch, and then the toughness. Look at this. Look at the contact balance. I mean, look at the catch at the catch point. Boom. Oh, takes a shot. Offensive lineman trying to hold him up, man. That is some good stuff right there. So there you got it, man. That is the film room part of the show here today. All right, man. I hope you enjoyed the film grind. I hope you enjoyed Britt's take if you're an analytics guy. So, all right. In summary, I love the kid. All right. He made my top 10 wide receivers. I think he's going to be a day 2 pick. If he's not, he's an early day 3 pick. And I hope he lands in a place who has a decent quarterback and who is going to provide him with an opportunity. Look, there's guys that are going to, fade Wan'dale Robinson, for his size or lack of, early breakout age or whatever. I think the kid is a special player. I think he is going to, do very well. And look, he's the same size. I went back and looked at who in the NFL is, 5'11", 185 pounds. You know who is? Elijah Moore, Hunter Renfrow, right? Who's probably been tearing it up this year, who has been a great surprise on our dynasty roster. And Jalen Waddle's the same size. Not comparing him to Jalen Waddle, but he is a poor man's Jalen Waddle. Same size, physical, doesn't have the explosiveness and speed. And but anyway, I think there's a role in the NFL for Wan'dale Robinson. So hope you, again, enjoyed this film. Please subscribe to the channel and leave any notes you want in the descriptions below if you want another player that you want us to do a film review on. We got a lot coming your way. So again, thanks for watching, everyone.